That's so metal. Tool's Maynard dresses in drag to spite DeSantis. Tool frontman Maynard James Keenan is fearless in making a bold statement on stage. And at the Welcome to Rockville Festival on Sunday night, May 21st, in Daytona Beach, the singer, who often dons elaborate costumes during his band sets, slipped into something that seemed aimed at making Florida Governor and likely Republican presidential candidate Ron DeSantis feel uncomfortable. Keenan took the stage in a blonde wig, smeared red lipstick, and a body-hugging shirt that showed off his fake breasts. The outfit appeared to be a reaction to a controversial bill signed by DeSantis last week, one of which bars minors from attending drag shows, as well as measures that severely restrict discussion of personal pronouns in schools and banned gender-affirming care for minors. According to Keenan's recent interview on Steve-O's Wild Ride podcast, Keenan used to wear breasts in 1997 and was waiting for the right moment to bring them back to his stage performances. As noted in Consequence, the singer was technically in violation of the new law, as Welcome to Rockville was an all-ages festival. Keenan isn't the first artist to mount a public protest against the conservative laws. Husband and wife team Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick danced to Taylor Swift's Karma last month, sporting "Drag is an art and drag is a right" t-shirts to protest the Tennessee anti-drag law. Well, first of all, we should all be grateful to Maynard James Keenan for giving his band the suggestively homoerotic name Tool. Second, and that's also important to know that singer-songwriter James McMurtry, who is the son of the late Lonesome Dove and Terms of Endearment novelist Larry McMurtry, who won an Oscar for co-writing the screenplay to Brokeback Mountain, he performed in a dress in Nashville a couple of weeks ago. And he said, quote, "Drag shows harm no one, and they often fill the clubs so the clubs can make rent and payroll and still be open for business when I need gigs," end quote.
That's fantastic. Also, I would love that if Kevin Bacon and Kyra actually were in drag doing it. I mean, Kyra's a drag queen, Kevin is a drag queen. That would have been hilarious.
It'd be adorbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can production put up the picture of him with the lipstick and can we see that picture one more time if possible? Okay, so that's Saturday night on Wilton Drive. There's 50 people.
That's what happened last time you were drinking.
Oh, right, exactly. I was going to say that looks very familiar to me. You know, it's really interesting because I ask at Queer News Tonight, and y'all know we've had this conversation so many times, is the LGBTQ community going to show up next November in arguably, you know, we've always said this for the last number of cycles, arguably the most important election that in my lifetime, in 50-some, 40-some years that I have voted, the most important election. Yeah. Will LGBT show up? Because in 20, we did not. The question is, where I do know is going to show up is our entertainers. Entertainers over the next 12 months, this type of protest is going to grow and grow and grow. And whatever happens between DeSantis and Trump is going to get worse and worse and worse. And if it is Ron DeSantis, you just don't see the train that's blowing its whistle on the horizon that you can't see yet. Because this is going to run out of control, and it is going to devastate your political ambitions.
And I know, Bobby, you said that you'd love to have seen them dress and drag. I'm actually glad that they're just doing T-shirts with a statement on it that makes you think, instead of trying to extrapolate further out by them dressing in drag. I love that they've got the T-shirt and they're like, okay, we're making a statement.
Well, I think the entertainers who are actually being in violation of the laws are the kind of protest that we need, because it's not them who are going to get arrested. It's the people who are just on the street in their day-to-day lives who don't pass.
Yeah, the real drag queens too.
Yeah.
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show from Happening Out Television Network. In the model of PBS and NPR, we educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of the LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the stories going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.